For two.
All protocols observed. Good morning. My student at the School of Film Production in Filamu. Last year in December, I was in this all graduating from this University of Nairobi, Bachelor of Commerce, Finance and Accounting. But today I am here again with all of you because KCB Foundation and Mastercard Foundation gave us the opportunity under this scholarship in 2Jiajiri to get that certification in film production. This is so important in my life because I can confidently say that though I graduated last year in finance and accounting, I am not in any institution for a job because of this training that we are getting. I have been able to without having to seek employment, and that is what I find it amazing with this. I came to Nairobi to pursue studies. I can say that the reason I came from Machakos is because I was called to the University of Nairobi to pursue Bachelor of Commerce, but like the comrades say, kuinama ni kawaida. So sometimes raising your school fees and then meeting your daily needs, it's never easy. I know the issue about the protests have been so critical even early this month, and many people are saying it's because of unemployment issues. But when in campus, raising money was not easy, and also when you are a young student at first year, second year, it's not easy to get an attachment or internship. So a friend of mine had a camera and he began to teach me how to take photos. While I was in that year, I heard about KCB Foundation and the scholarship they are giving. So I was interested, and that since I graduated on Filamujuani Academy last year around June, and then I was attached to Giota Media. So since then, my life has really transformed because I am able to live in, and sometimes, for example, last week I had an event. As I conclude, is that this initiative is solving unemployment problems by not the skills but very key skills. Every time I have a client, because I do most, and in every shoot we are around 3 or 4 people. So instead of just sitting at home and instead of complaining every day unemployment issues, instead of complaining to the government, to the other people, life has been so easy because I can provide my own bread, I can provide employment to the other people, and that way Kenya is growing as a whole. So thank you so much, MasterCard Foundation, KCB Foundation, and all the other initiatives, and the government and everyone who is working towards providing unemployment solutions by giving skills and opening businesses for the young people. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the government officials, the KCB Foundation leadership, the MasterCard Foundation, my fellow beneficiaries, and the protocol observed. Good morning. Yeah, my name is Betty Kainyu. Yes, I'm a courtesy of KCB Foundation and the founder of the Rainbow Plate Events and Catering Service. Yes, I am based in Kasarani. Social media, so if you have your smartphone, search the Rainbow Plate Event and the Instagram, be able to see what I do even as I continue to talk to you about what the MasterCard Foundation and KCB has done to me. My journey began with KCB in 2018, and at that time I had just come to Nairobi following, of course, lack of school fees. I'm a college dropout, but a proud entrepreneur. Yes, so after a season of many struggles in the family, of course, having to be raised up by my grandma, and there's a time, so that be able to understand who is Betty. So and came to my year of going to high school has trended, deteriorated, and of course the farmers in Meru had cut all the coffee and replaced it with bananas. At that time there was so much money to take me to school. I was called I happened to study to go to Kaga Girls for my Form 4. For my O levels, and then later I was able to get a C+ after so many years of struggling with school fees and the embarrassment that comes with it. Then after that, I went to Kikorone Girls to do a remedial class for my Form 4 because I couldn't afford the total school fees that should be paid so that I can Form 4 certificates from Kaga Girls. And after struggle and being able to go to Mount Kenya to start my Bachelor in Education, English and Literature, I wasn't able to complete because I couldn't fund it. I didn't manage to get the job replacement. And after struggling, I came to Nairobi in 2014. I came and did my work as a house help. I hawked. I've done so many things in Nairobi, but I have kept the focus. And then in 2018, I came across an advertisement still from KCB Foundation. I think they were beginning the 2Jiajiri programs. And that's where I started my journey with KCB Foundation. And I started doing bakery and pastry in St. Kizito Training College. But at that point, I wanted to do something for myself. And that's when I began cooking and hawking the food to the offices. And after trying to hawk, apparently, let me tell you, my fellow beneficiaries, sometimes people say when they say I started with 1,000, they say it's a motivation speaking. It is not. I have the pictures I can show you. I began with 1,000 shillings. What I did in the morning, I cooked pilau, and then after cooking pilau, I took to the people in Kasarani Lonak area and I gave them free samples so that at least they will be able to know what I'm able to do. And after giving them the free sample, from that, there were around 30 people. From that, I was able to get 12 customers for the next day for pilau and beef. And I was selling it at 150 shillings. And when I made the first sales, I was excited. I started knowing that, okay, kumbe this thing can really give me some cash. And the excitement grew. Unfortunately, I couldn't continue with my whole of the course because I'm a woman. Of course, I got a child. Yes, I am a mother. Yes, a proud mother. And so I didn't manage to continue. I dropped out again, but I continued cooking. And apparently, in that process, KCB was doing BDS training. There was a girl she was called Grace. I reached to her, and she helped me in the journey of registering my business. So my business got registered within that time, and then I continued. After continuing, I started growing, and my first shopping dishes that I bought in 2020 when everyone was saying hospitality industry is not doing well. So I bought them in 2020 when people were saying that hospitality is the hospitality sector is not working. Because at that time I have some pictures. I rented at a small space in Lonak Business Center, and at that time doing the office supplies, I was able to maneuver, and I got the first event courtesy of one of our BDS mentors who helped me through the process of registering the businesses and also being able to know how to look for a tender. So I happened to get one tender in one of the institutions, and that's where the joy of money began. And I realized that I can continue doing this day by day. After that, I continued to grow, but in 2022, my biashara yangu ikachomeka from the neighborhood, and it consumed everything. And one. But of course the zeal was there, and the pictures were there, and the social media was there. And so I used the social media to push for events, and I was able to get several. And then last year, by God's grace, I saw an advertisement again. The KCB Foundation was offering scholarship for hospitality, and this time it was offering it at Boma International College. And for me, that was a game changer. Just seeing it, it was a game changer for me. I saw an opportunity to start to grow to a better person, an opportunity to provide effective and quality services, because the institution that is Boma it's a world-class institution, and I knew if I'm able to get this opportunity, I'll grow. And so I applied again. I didn't give up, because I also needed some motivation after the fire. You know, sometimes when you don't have someone to go back to, you really have to find some motivation from the people who can not only provide capital, but also listen to you and give you guidance on how you can be able to start again. And so I applied, we were called for the interviews. I remember we were so many. We were given 2 days for you could either choose between 2 days for you to go, the 2 days for you to do your interview. And the first day I happened to have gone, but I was in an appointment. And so when I went to Boma by 2, expecting that when I go there I will get interviewed, but unfortunately the crowd was so many. So I went back home and spent the next day by 6 there. At least I'll be the first student to begin the opportunity to do it. Believe me, when I came, there were more than 500 people before me, and we waited. We were so many. It started raining, and we were resilient, and we stayed there. That happened, and by God's grace, I happened to get my scholarship. And after that, I pushed further. I started my journey, and right now I am offering some fine dining cuisines. Yes, I'm able to cater for your needs. When I'm making my menus, I am bold. I'm not giving you the Kibandaski rates, because I know the value that have been given to me by the school, courtesy of KCB Foundation and MasterCard, and I really appreciate. God bless you. And for my fellow beneficiaries, I want to encourage you to push for. Don't give up. Don't give up. Even if you don't have money, just volunteer. Let people know this thing. Let your skills speak for you. Your skill will cause you to stand before many people, and as long as you have quality service, as long as you have, doors will open for you. Don't. And I am grateful so much. I think, ladies and gentlemen, you'll acknowledge that what you've heard from Betty and Amos is a masterclass in resilience. It is a masterclass in what happens, what person by person by person by person. We have about 1,800 people here today. And what every interaction with people like Betty, people like Amos tells us is that if you just give an opportunity, of Kenya are ready. Yeah? You have been telling us all you want is an opportunity. You will take it, you will run with it, you will open businesses, you will bounce back from fires. That's what the people of Kenya are telling us. And we are immensely privileged to be part of that journey. So please know, at KCB Group, we really honor you young people. We honor your grit, we honor your resilience, and we are committing to making sure that this is a journey we really travel with you for the long haul. We've been in business for about 128 years, so we are not here just for a short time. We are here for the long haul. And I also want to really thank our trainers, our partners, the entire 2Jiajiri implementation team, my KCB Foundation team. I see your passion and I applaud your tireless work behind it. And thank you very much, the MasterCard Foundation, Aga Khan Foundation, our partners, Shofco, SIF, as well as the universities and the teams that are present here today. You're shaping lives in ways that go beyond the classroom. So dear graduates, as you leave the square today, remember that you're stepping into a world that is full of possibilities. It's also a world that needs your creativity. It is a world that needs your integrity. It really, really needs that. You are the builders of homes, the stylists that give people confidence, the fixers of engines, the farmers of food, as well as the coders of the future. So what you do really matters. Go forth boldly, create, innovate, as well as lead. And let this not be the end. This is not the end. This is the beginning of your journey, graduates, together with KCB Foundation and indeed the KCB Group. We will continue to work with you through your business development support, market linkages. You also where our two speakers are in terms of where you can find them on the Mtandao. They are ready, they are accepting clients, and as well as mentorship opportunities. Our doors remain open as you begin building your future. So once again, congratulations, each one of you. This is your moment. Take it, own it. And as I exit the stage, we are going to be playing a short video, even as I welcome our MD for KCB Kenya, Mrs. Anastasia Kimtai, who without KCB Kenya, because KCB Kenya is instrumental in funding the work of 2Jiajiri. So we are very grateful for the support for KCB Kenya, as well as also the leveraging in terms of what you're able to provide us in terms of making sure the young people have access to financial services. We really would not have been able to do this without KCB Kenya. And as I cue up the video, and I welcome Mrs. Anastasia Kimtai, just to also say she is one of the biggest pushers of the youth agenda in KCB. So it is really, truly my immense pleasure to welcome her to stage. So once we cue up the video, and then please, karibu sana. Thank you.
At the KCB Foundation, we are committed to resolving some of the thick we are facing in society. And by thick problems, we're talking about this deep set, structurally profound issues that are really hard to shift and challenge unless you come at them with around the youth unemployment issue. One of the things we found out is that the required to resolve this.
When we finish our program of hydroponics, I'm still doing onion and I'm also doing beauty.
I feel we have a collective vision for the young people of Kenya. We want to see them wake up every day, not to dream or to wish for opportunities, but to really be out there creating opportunities. And we are all very consistent with our committed and consistent belief that the young people of Kenya are not a ticking time bomb. They are actually a demographic.
Kulingana na maisha vile niko, naona sio mbaya, sababu sasa ni kuna ujasiri certificate ambaye sasa hata nikienda site mahali naweza onyesha mtu hapo aniajiri.
2Jiajiri kama ingekuja I could be slower. I could be at least push me to get money wise in terms of knowledge, was a kickback?
Tangu nianze hii project nitoke kwa KCB Foundation na Mastercard Foundation, nilikuwa na hamu wale vijana ambaye wanahangaika kule nje, ama kuna vijana wale kunywa bangi, kuna wale wameshindwa na maisha elesha, tunaanza kuishi. Sasa kulingana na hesabu wale wanafunzi ambaye ni wanafunzi 12 fundisha. Sasa hivi unaweza pata sasa ni baki mmoja hapa wakiunga na hiyo site wanapata ni yao hiyo, wengine wao, kuna wengine wanaendelea. Sasa hivyo
young people no longer wake up to dream of opportunity and no longer as job seekers, rather they are seen as job creators, and I'm very, very sure that we are able to do this.
Mendy once again, because it's through the partnership that we're able to transform our CS. And when they said wameweza kuoa, inamaanisha kwamba they now have the confidence to approach a woman and request them to start family together. So thank you so much, Mendy, because what you are doing through the foundation is truly transformative. Honorable Salim Buria, the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy Exports, KCB Foundation board members led by the chairman of KCB Foundation, Mastercard Foundation, all the other partners, the KCB leadership team, distinguished guests, 2Jiajiri Foundation participants, a very good morning to all of you. Assalamu alaikum. Excellent. That's to confirm that we have representation across the country, Waziri. It gives us indeed great pleasure to be here this morning to just come and celebrate the excellent work that we've seen our foundation do through transforming lives. The event signified a very powerful convergence of effort, a shared commitment to the youth empowerment, and a determination to build a country and thrive. Allow me to bring greetings from my group CEO, Paul Russo, who was not able to join us this morning. We want to sincerely thank Mastercard Foundation for the continued collaboration with KCB on this program. Asante sana. Before I proceed, I would also like to thank the government for the support for initiatives that empowers the youth. The vision of a prosperous and an inclusive Kenya, driven by the potential of its young people, resonates deeply with the KCB core values. Bwana CS, your presence here today serves as a beacon of hope to our youth, reminding them that their contributions are essential to the development of our nation. The testimonials we have received from Betty and Amos speak to the actual impact happening on the ground. As we celebrate the graduates, to all the 1,800 graduates whom we are celebrating today, I want to say that I am extremely proud of all of you for your sheer passion, belief, and determination to a better future for yourself and the entire community. But before I proceed, allow me just request my board members to just stand, because with them we will not be serving our. Thank you so much for your commitment and leadership. Chairman, umesikia kwamba hii program imesaidia wanaume hata kupata wanawake. So it's very, very important for us. You've undergone a rigorous technical training, honed your technical skills, and embraced the entrepreneurial spirit that will drive you towards success. As you move towards the world, your dreams are now within your reach for you to succeed. We want to beseech you that you kindly maintain the resilience, the commitment, the determination that you have demonstrated throughout the training period, and you will surely go places. Building Kenya's future requires more than technical skills. It requires the resilience in the face, a commitment, a plan, and a purpose that define us as a country, and a willingness to collaborate for the greater good. Embrace the opportunity that comes your way, and to remember that you are the power. You have the power to be a change agent and to inspire other youth so that they can use their energy for the prosperity of this country. Our commitment to KCB remains dedicated to supporting initiatives that empowers the youth. We firmly believe that investing in the potential of young people is an investment in the future of our nation. To these ways, we are fulfilling commitment to youth empowerment by ensuring that they do enterprises of business within youth to own their business. In first Kenya shillings 267 in business startups loan, enabling these young entrepreneurs to turn their ideas into viable enterprises. To further boost their productivity, over 2,200 startup tools have been issued, allowing our graduates to deliver high quality work across their respective trades. Yes, a bit you can taste the quality of hairstylists that we have. And because we understand that sustainability requires more than skills, we are paying 6,500 youth-run businesses on financial planning and management to see and excel in the long term. In and creativity, the way for our youth empowerment and prosperity. KCB Foundation and the MasterCard Foundation, all our other partners remain committed to today. Let us build a Kenya we can look forward to. Let's build a country that brings out the resourcefulness that each one of us has. A nation by the strength, ingenuity, integrity, and its young people. I look forward to seeing your success stories. Thank you once again, and to the 2Jiajiri class of the year. And we wish you at this particular juncture to the Secretary in the Ministry of Youth and Creative Honor Salim Mburia. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the KCB Kenya, the KCB Foundation Director, Madam Mary Njonjo, and of course the Board of Directors of KCB Foundation, the youth and beneficiaries in this program, partners to KCB, and partners to government, all the beneficiaries, including 2 case studies that have been very hilarious. Gentlemen, good morning. I'm very proud today to join KCB and to join all of you today to celebrate the graduation of KCB's 2Jiajiri 5, and from the beginning that your dedication and anchored on drive and abundant hope. Acknowledge KCB and Master Foundation for playing a very active role, in driving youth progress. Your partnership with Mastercard is a testimony for potential resides. We are a young nation. The role of education, our socioeconomic our human resource capacity. Specifically, the Kenyan government, the national plan, has emphasized transformation in the micro, small, and medium enterprises sector by improving their environment to enable the sector to play its role creation. The MSME economy contributes 85% of translates to 50 million out of 18 million. Presently, it absorbs 9 out of 10 young joining the workforce annually, 750,000 on average, while the formal wage corporate economy barely absorbs 50,000. The Kenya, when properly established, MSMEs contribute very significantly to the economy, generating an operating surplus of over 50,000 a month, adding to 600,000. However, an estimated 10 million small MSMEs operators generate less than 5,000 on average, which is below the living rate for one person. This therefore reflects the hostile environment they operate in. These are the country's most underutilized resource. The Kenya Kwanza National Plan estimates that if these are as productive as those in they would be generating 6 trillion shillings a year, which is of the GDP. Despite the critical play in the economy, MSMEs are frequently confronted with market imperfections. They face difficulties in accessing credit, they are linked with the market, and at the same time challenging the skilled manpower. Most of the MSMEs find it difficult to integrate the large-scale business relationships, control. The means operate of developing with, and this is why this graduation here today is industry recognized skills, making you all highly valuable for those that will set up enterprises. You will attract market linkages with large established enterprises. The government has established the Financial Inclusion Fund, popularly known as Hustler Fund, to help cushion the shock for this formal sector with this core objective being to offer holistic financial solutions targeting people at the bottom of the pyramid. We have also invested in affirmative action funds, namely Uwezo, Women Enterprise Fund, and National Government Affirmative Fund, to supplement the resource needs for both women and youth. We also have specific government programs for the youth, such as promotion of access to government procurement opportunities, which facilitates enterprises or women to be able to participate in government. The Buy Build Kenya program has policies that target youth for economic empowerment to spur manufacturing and youth bankability. The Youth Employment Opportunities Project initiative support youth against to support for targeted youth to act as a base of their business ideas. The institutions in Kenya infrastructure to impart knowledge and skills for industrial development in line with the government growth agenda, and will be instrumental in transforming Kenya into an industrializing middle-income country. Ladies and gentlemen, the private sector is also a very crucial partner to empower the youth. We understand that creation is also the responsibility of the government, but requires the active participation environment for private enterprises to thrive, facilitating investments and reducing procedural hurdles. Through strategic partnerships such as this one between KCB Foundation, MasterCard Foundation, KCB, and government, we foster innovation, groundbreaking discoveries, and enable the youth to tap into available opportunities. Minds to think beyond boundaries and be afraid of pursuing dreams. Let us continue this journey together, hand in hand with the private sector and other stakeholders as we build a brighter, more prosperous future for the youth and the MSMEs in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, when we listened to Betty and Amos, which are, two case studies from this program, I'm sure many of you who are seated here, some of you may have wanted also to tell your stories. I want to say from the beginning, I was touched, by the humbling background and humbling experiences that KCB Foundation has nurtured to a situation where now they can present themselves confidently as having succeeded, from all the challenges that they have had in their lives. I'm sure given an opportunity, many young people seated here, including the retired youth in the front line, would give you stories of change, stories of how their journey in life has been. And consistently, you will read, many, including the one speaking here, have not. And therefore, what I want to say is that as a country, we have a very big opportunity with having a young population. Because the young population for us represents creativity, represents innovation, it represents positive transformation of our country, Kenya. I'm a very proud Kenyan also to have listened to those stories, because I know this program does not have regions. This program does not have political affiliation. This program is designed for the Kenyan youth of our country. The same way His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samuel Ruto, has also designed strategic interventions to help the young people of our country. And I want to tell you confidently, the national plan that the government is implementing is not guesswork. It is a national plan which went through discussion in 47 counties, where the issue of unemployment was discussed in details. And therefore, what the government is doing now is providing opportunities for young people to be able now to address the issues that we know exist. When you look at the affordable housing program, for example, and when you look at the graduates here today, that's a very big opportunity. You know, the lady I saw at the beginning of the exhibition doing wiring, you know, doing carpentry. Those are the targets of the housing program. Those of you who are engineers, that's a program that gives you an opportunity for employment. And in a nutshell, what I'm saying is that the government has provided opportunities for youth in our country. And as a Youth Affairs Cabinet Secretary, I want to say that there exists the opportunity here and youth on the other side. In housing, opportunities in 2Jiajiri here, opportunities in Nairobi. What is therefore required to be very proactive, to connect this positive, connected leaders. A successful politician, I want to tell you that you cannot enter that arena through violence. You enter that arena through record. So, and it is positive energy and be progressive for you. With the for example, when government youth if you are in that sector and that I will come. Of being Kenyan. So I want to urge all our young people, all our youth in this country. We are aware that we have a youth population that we need and provided opportunities, and we continue to refine our strategic programs to ensure that we are in tandem. Now, your business is running on technology. But anyway, now in many on digital platforms, because the government has allowed technology to thrive. The government has allowed technology, and that's why this financial year, all government procurement will run on the platform. This provides an opportunity, therefore, for people to apply for the procurement process through the phone. Maybe in other situations it would have been very difficult. Progress of our country. So that progressive. Let us shun the a small clip investments. And that is how we create jobs. We don't create jobs by burning Naivas. You know, we don't create jobs by blocking roads. We don't create jobs by profiling this country as a failed state. A failed state, is not recognized. So Kenya is not a failed state. For those of you who, sometimes when people do not have a script, they resort to a lot of drama. But what I'm saying is, let the youth of this country be spared by people who want to inspire their political dreams. The youth of our country have dreams, and ours create an enabling environment to ensure that you realize your potential. So we believe in you. We work with KCB, MasterCard Foundation, KCB Foundation, and all the partners to ensure that we inspire the youth of our country. So I'm very happy to say that we'll continue to work with who want to be mentored in different fields. I'm sure you have many platforms, that can provide you with that opportunity. So for those many remarks, I also want to say that we are ready for CHAN. CHAN is a sporting tournament hosted here in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. It's the first time. Kenya tried in 1996 to host the Africa Cup of Nations. We did a bid in 2018 for CHAN. It didn't happen. This August, from the 2nd of August to the 30th of August, it is Kenya's time. It is the time for East Africa. This is the time, people look at hosting as this tournament comes with business, it comes with tourism, it comes with positive profile for our country, and therefore we are rallying behind Harambee Stars because that's the Kenyan team. And when Harambee Stars rises, Kenya rises. And that's the dream that we want to invite you. We have invested heavily in infrastructure. We will continue to do so, and we'll continue to put the people of our country at the center of development. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. But CS, I'll request that you remain on the point. I'm just wondering, with those good words, encouragement, is that that we are giving the CS? Tell me when you feel like position is enough. Is it sufficient? Is it sufficient?
Actually, I wanted us to give a standing ovation to Betty and Amos.
So who are we to refuse? Let's be upstanding and let's. Major things. One is a MDK, talk about then we are in that. But other guests one at a time. Then we are able to hand over. And Phil, utoe moja uangalie inafanya vizuri, then you hand over. There are beneficiary who trained in motor vehicle mechanics. Motor vehicle mechanics. And I want to call Ashanti Achieng. Under normal circumstances, tungeweka mziki, akuje akidance, yeah? DJ unatuangusha, CS has been sitting for long. Weka mziki, so that then we also appreciate that. So we have Ashanti here, but more importantly also is to mention the tool that we are giving Ashanti as a motor vehicle mechanic. So I'd also like to invite the MD chair, so that then the handing over becomes more official. So Chair and MDK, I hope you're able to see when I see the evidence of the tools that are there. Just to mention, when I see you can look around and just confirm that there is a glove. There is a glove that is there. Just to make sure that the hands are safe as they are working within the space. There is a tester, just to ensure that you're able to unscrew screws to ensure that it's all safe. Then there are pliers and holders of different sizes and shapes, just to ensure that you have all the tools that is there. There is a spanner, and that is spanner number 10, just if I'm not wrong. So it's a whole set that we are appreciating, and I'd like us officially now to close, and then through the chair, MDK, and Bwana CS to hand over to Ashanti Achieng. So we'll do that. So we do what we do with some fireworks, just to appreciate this officially. So I'd like MDK chair to hand over. Oh yes, chair, just hold on the toolkit, just as a sign that you have handed over officially to Ashanti the tool of trade, and that as at now she is officially able to start or continue expanding her business. Asante sana. So I like the next project beneficiary participants to come is Rose Kimani. Rose Kimani has done electrical, and we have her tool. At this point, I would like to bring in Madam Mendy. Mendy, please join us. No. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I'd like Bwana CS just hand over the toolkit to Rose Kimani. Thank you. Just move in the middle. Then next, I'd like to have Penina Agatha, Beauty and Therapy. Agatha, Beauty and Therapy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Then I'd like to bring in another person on stage. George from MasterCard, please join us. George. Yes. I will bring them up. So I'd like CS to hand over to Penina. Mendy, MDK, please join in the group. I'd like it to officially being handed over. Then the next one is plumbing. Evans Ochieng. Evans Ochieng, next. Thank you very much. Asante sana. Please let's appreciate Tusiwe tuna. Thank you very much. Next, Evans Ochieng. Evans Ochieng, just come in. Thank you very much, Penina. Evans Ochieng. I'd like to bring in Director Joe. Please join us. Thank you very much. So as we are handing over CS, MDK, please come closer. It's for the photo. Thank you very much, Joe Evans Ochieng. Evans has been trained in plumbing, and that's a plumbing toolkit. I'd like to bring in next is Jane Kasioka. Jane Kasioka. And at this point, I also want to bring in Director Alice. Please join in. Jane Kasioka is trained in carpentry. So that is just a few of the toolkits that we are handing over. So next, so when I see us, just hand over and let's appreciate the toolkit issuance. Thank you very much. Then I'd like all of us to hold on to our tools. The students come in front because we are proud of what we are having. Just come. And let's appreciate and hold on to what we have and appreciate. Let's appreciate them even as we. Thank you very much. Good. So, let's appreciate them. Thanks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Asante sana. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go back to our seats. Let's go back to our seats. Asante sana. Thank you very much. Let's have our seat, and then the chair. There's a photo. And then I would like the chair to hand over a gift to the CS. A gift for the CS. It's here. Chair, please hand over a gift to the CS. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. Asante sana. Asante sana. So we'll come back to our seats. Asante. And Bwana CS, even as you come to your seat, I'd like us all to stand, because then the Gen Zs and the youth that we are working on here would like to have a photo with you, even as we stand, a selfie. So the group that is here will just stand, so that then we take a photo. We'd like to have our, just a few of the students. Please, let's move faster. So let's appreciate them. For the young guys, you can do selfies. Pick a selfie, Nasias. As we are doing that, I'd like to prepare Joblin to come in to give the vote of thanks. Because of time, Joblin, prepare to come and give a vote of thanks. And even as we do this, I'd like us to tag, and don't forget to tag KCB in Kenya, or KCB group pages and MasterCard Foundation pages. And we need to use the hashtag impacting people for better. Thank you very much. Joblin? Joblin, come please. Asanteni sana, thank you very much. Please let's be sitting as Joblin finishes with a vote of thanks. Yes. Sawa sawa, thank you very much. Joblin here. Okay, that's enough. That's fine. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana. So very first, Joblin, please give the vote of thanks.
Wow, wow, wow. What an event. Good morning, our esteemed guests, graduates, and colleagues. It's an honor to offer to you my vote of thanks on behalf of KCB. First, I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to our distinguished guest of honor, Honorable CS Salim Mvurya, for being with us here today and also for sharing the insights around how we can solve the problem of unemployment in this country. You have elaborated the programs the government is implementing across the country in the space of solving the issue of youth unemployment. Secondly, I also want to really appreciate and sincerely thank our Managing Director, KCB Kenya, Anastasia, for the kind words and for the wisdom that you have given these young people. You have truly inspired them by insisting that they should be resilient. We are grateful for your dedication and also for finding time to be with us despite your busy schedule. I also want to extend my appreciation to our board of directors for taking time to be with us here. We don't take that for granted. Lastly, I want to also appreciate our partners, and I just want you to stand so that you can be able to be seen here. I'm sure that through these partners, we couldn't have been here. So thank you so much, all our partners, for participating and in celebrating this milestone. A big thank you to all of our graduates today for enduring the journey, for making the big steps, for making or taking the big decisions to change and transform ourselves and our communities. Thank you so much. Lastly, for my colleagues at KCB, for my colleagues at KCB Foundation, thank you so much for organizing this memorable event. We appreciate and we take cognizance of the effort that you are doing. Thank you all, and once again, you are welcome. For those of us who are still here, for the graduates, we will continue with the second phase where we will provide some toolkits. So we'll urge you to remain seated as we usher our guest of honor and distinguished guests for the exit. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We'll be upstanding for the national anthem, even as we close. Let's stand up for the national anthem as we close. Then after the national anthem, we'll let our guest. Thank you very much. We'll let the chief guest out. The rest of us, please, let's sit. Let's be seated. Our partners, please, let's be seated. We have some other few announcements to make thereafter.
Okay, we are now entering the second phase of this event, which will be the Baraza. So the second phase of this event is the issuance of toolkit. We'll give you a few guidelines on how that will be done. We have a couple of young people today who will receive toolkits, close to 800 of our young people who have officially graduated. Yeah, so Baraza, I need the guidance on how that will happen.
He's coming to give the full guidance.
Okay, so we are Eric, just you can provide the instructions on that, on how that will happen.
Hello? Hello, hello? Hello from that corner? Hello from the farthest corner? Okay, we want to appreciate you for being with us today. As Joblin has told you, we are moving to the second phase of this program, where we are supposed to issue toolkits to our participants who met certain threshold of criteria that we use to select them. So I'd like to brief you on that criteria, and also to inform you that we have an information desk set up at the farthest end towards the entrance where you are coming in to help address anybody who will be having concerns around the issuance of toolkit. So we know that the toolkits are limited in number, so we deployed a rigorous criteria in selecting the people who are going to get a toolkit. The first being, you should have been a student and a participant through our program, having been trained and completed the relevant course you had been selected to be trained in. Completion was based on you sitting for an exam, be it a NITA exam, CDAC exam, NEC exam, a registered body, and having gotten a grade that is higher than a fail. Am I clear on that? Having completed, sat for an exam, completed training, sat for an exam, achieved a grade that is higher than a? Yes. It does not mean that it's the end of the world for you. It's just that we have limited toolkits. We would have really loved, together with our partners, to ensure that each and every one of us leaves this place with a toolkit. So that is the criteria we used. And I know some of you have varying wristbands on your wrist that you are tagged as you are coming in. So a good number of the guys who have the green wristbands fall in within that criteria, and you know yourselves. Fall in that criteria that I've talked about, okay? However, if you have any question and you need further clarification and guidance on why you are eligible or not eligible to get a toolkit, we have an information desk that is set up at the first end, the left turn as you are coming in. So I believe that is brief enough, and any other concern will address it one-on-one. Thank you, Joblin.